What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, I have your top stocks to watch for this trading week. But real quick, as always, if you guys do find value in this video, make sure to smash that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. But without further ado, let's hop into the video. So before we hop into the top stocks to watch for the week, I did want to bring this to your guys' attention. I did talk about it in yesterday's video. So looking at the bonds, we used this a lot last year to understand when the market was going to give the next leg down. As we see, price broke down on 4.5. Here's 4.5 on SPY. Broke down again on 429. Here's 429 on SPY right there. Broke down again on 6.1, which was right here, and then broke down again on 8.10. This entire market rally, TLT has just sat in this range from 109.40 to 99.3. So I'm going to be very interested to see if the bonds end up breaking down and what the overall reaction would be in the market. Anyway, so let's hop into the top stocks that I'm going to be watching this week. And the first one is going to be Carvana. So as we can see with Carvana, there was a lot of strength on Friday. It does have a nice daily squeeze. So with Carvana, ideally what I'm going to be looking for is just continued momentum to the upside. There is a decent amount of liquidity in the options as well. And the only good reject I see is potentially this 30.8. Or if price really starts pushing, I'll be interested at 37.23. So those are the only rejects that I like. And other than that, like I said, I am interested in upside continuation. If this can get some strength, I'm very interested in calls. If price does pull back, I will be watching that daily 21 EMA for a potential bounce because we do have that nice daily squeeze. So definitely keep an eye on Carvana. The next stock that I'm going to be watching this week is going to be Roblox. This is back on the watch list. So as we can see with Roblox, it does have this daily gap to fill from 43 all the way up to 45. This has been a major area of resistance once, twice, 3, 4 times. So if price can break 43, I'm looking to trade the gap fill up into 45. And that's all I'm looking for on Roblox this week. Not too interested in the downside. If it does break through the gap fill at 45 and gives more upside, then yes, I will be looking for more continuation after that. But ideally just interested in that gap fill right there. Now, the next stock I'm going to be watching this week is going to be Apple. If we zoom out to the monthly time frame, we see Apple's monthly squeeze is beginning to fire. If we take the previous all-time high at 183 down to the low around, 124-ish, and we put on the 127 extension, which I talk about how to use the fibs in my trading book, 450 pages. Make sure you guys check it out, The New Age of Technical Analysis on Amazon. But Apple has a straight shot into this 199 area. So because we do have CPI and PPI this week, if the market does get strong and Apple does break above 194.50, I'm looking for that push into 199. Now, if Apple does end up pulling back, I am very interested in that daily 21 EMA as a potential bounce. Price has not touched this area since 524. So it's been almost 2 months, a month and a half since price tested that daily 21 EMA. So if it does pull back, I will be looking for a bounce on Apple. Now, the next stock I'm going to be watching is going to be Meta. If we zoom out to let's try a 4-year right here, we can see that Meta does have a daily gap to fill all the way up into 316.87, and it does have that 300 psychological resistance as well, which it was tested in the pre-market session right here. But also breaking it down to a lower time frame, we can see that Meta had this previous resistance turn support right here. So I would be interested to see if Meta were to get strength, if it can break above that 300 and get a continuation to the upside. Now, because 300 was not rejected during market hours, I would be interested to see if it does reject 300. If so, I will be looking for a reject up there. Now, I'm also going to be watching that daily 21 EMA for a potential bounce. It has not been tested since way back here before earnings on 426. So it's been around 2.5 months since Meta has tested that daily 21 EMA. So that is currently around 280.5. That's going to change throughout the week as we continue to get more data. So again, watch that daily 21 EMA for a potential bounce. Now, the next stock I'm going to be watching is going to be Nvidia. Again, CPI and PPI, if price is able to get strong and break above Friday's high at 432, which you can see was resistance here, as well as resistance here, I will be looking for price to push right back into this 439.9. And if it breaks above 440, I'm going to be looking for more upside on Nvidia. And if we just take a pivot high, pivot low, and again, put on the 127 and 1618 extension, Price targets would be 450 to 450.5, and then 464, which is going to be way down the road if that actually ends up happening. But yeah, I am interested in Nvidia for more upside potential if it can get above Friday's high. Next up, I'm going to be watching Shopify for a bounce at 59.98 or 60, all the way down to this 58.92 to 59 area. Simply taking the pivot low to pivot high on the Fibonacci retracement. So you can see price bounce the 50% retracement right here. So if the market does get weak and Shopify ends up pulling down to this 60, which the 50 SMA is also at that area. Yes, it is also at that area as well, making it a higher probability bounce. So very interested in 60 for a bounce on Shopify next week. Maybe this 58.92 to 59 area, but again, more interested in that 60. Now, the final stock I'm going to be watching this week is going to be Tesla. Looking at Tesla on the daily time frame, it does have this daily gap from 272.88 all the way down to 264.50. If the market gets weak, I'm looking to trade Tesla to the downside. And then from there, if it's able to break above these highs up here at 283.85, I will be looking for more upside. But that is going to wrap up this weekly watch list. So as always, if you guys did find value in this video, make sure to smash that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. Make sure you guys tune into my main channel, Brandon Trades, every single morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time, where I go live and give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. You guys get to watch me draw my levels and get some top-notch education, so make sure you guys tune in over there. Other than that, everybody have an amazing rest of your day. Let's run it up this week. Let's make some money, and I'll see you guys in the next video.